Hello and welcome to this playthrough of Factorio, where I am building a megabase on Earth. I am using a mod, Cities of Earth, focusing on the Old World Hemisphere. My goal is to reach 10,000 science per minute with a rail-based design. The resources are set to maximum size and density, and biters and pollution are turned off. The mod list is shown in the description, as well as a link to my Twitch channel, High Speed. Please come visit me there. Questions and comments are welcome. Thank you for watching. I'm sure you are missing things, but it doesn't look like it. Just for you, Dino. I try. Now go over and give Reach a follow, because he needs followers, and he's a good streamer, and a good person. Thank you. Looks like I got them all. Good. That's steel. That's iron. And that's iron. Well, one of the things that I do to stay relatively healthy is write little sentences of gratitude for my health when I'm healthy. Because obviously, when you're not feeling well, you're going to have a lot of focus on feeling healthy. I mean, the desire for health is never stronger than when you're not healthy. But if you want to maintain balance and consistently healthy, then when you are healthy, you have to consistently be grateful for the health. Well, you don't have to, but it helps. Yes, got to keep going. You can also look into alternative medicine, alternative treatments like acupuncture, which I'm a huge fan of. All right, steel is done. Now we're on to this. Don't know why that one is there. I can believe it, yes. There's no water flowing through here. This design is slightly flawed. The other one is slightly flawed too because it's expecting that water is going to come from somewhere else and it cannot. Yeah, you can blame him all you want. Can't blame your dog. Geldoc, thank you. How was your crafting stream? I hope you're doing well. Oh, good. It tells me you still got 30 seconds of advertisement, but that's nice. Of course you have to scoot. You have other commitments. I understand that. Things are going well. How are your sessions going? That's a big deal. Crestorio 2 compatibility with Galdoc's mod. That's a nice feeling there. That shouldn't be there. Yeah, the art. You're breaking ground on that art, man, making it so that other people can understand what's going on. I'm telling you, that's a real blessing you're doing for the world. So I'm eventually going to have to bring fluid up from the top on that. So these should be nearly identical. I just want to see if the layouts are the same or if I'm missing anything. Okay, so yeah, you're missing a little bit. That. Thanks, Gelda. All right. These are named correctly. So this is pretty straightforward. But I'm going to have to get water in here. So let's get this out of here. Got to clear that out of here. That has the correct name. All right, I'm gonna have to do. God, this one's a beast. All right, let's dive in. It's all custom. Well, it's all fluids, so really it's just renames, but I don't have water anywhere else as an unloader, so I'm gonna have to redo all these unloaders. All right, fluid unloader. Oh, well, I shouldn't have pasted those, but water, 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 oil, oil, and then fluid loader. Petro. Why would you look like this? You're custom, huh? I'm gonna have to review all of this. This is the loader, right? Yeah. Oh, because these are shifted. All right, well, I'm trying to get consistency here, so I'm just going to paste these three and then resolve their conflicts. This is going to be a bit tricksy. Ugh, I can't even flip this stuff. Ah, I lost power pulse. I gotta come up here and grab this. Okay, so all of that is set now. Need to be able to see better. All right. So we're assuming that water is on the outside of all of this. And this is one where we have shifted water to be at a different spot of unloading and crossing. All right, Cat, I will give you a treat in 10 minutes. I see you getting up and coming over here. There you go. There's a scratch. Might be less than 10 minutes, though, because I got to take a quick break soon. So once I finish this, probably. Okay, so I pasted a generic here. This is generic unloader. And this is oil and oil. So that shouldn't matter. Yeah, your cat sit on your lap. Yeah, mine. When I meditate, she will sometimes come and sit on my lap right at the end of my meditation, like she knows I'm about to wrap up. So it's about 15 minutes long, and she'll like when I first sit down, she'll sit next to me, and then she'll move away, and then just as the audio is wrapping up, she'll come sit on me again. It's pretty amazing. Okay, so this is the outermost, and it comes in here. You're always screaming too. Speaking of screaming, you're screaming smoking. Another day, another train. I think we had expanded you over here because you had finished all of the copper cable trains up there. So we're going to put you here. What do we got? 66, 135, 245. There he is. Nice color. That's what I was looking for. The colors. Dino. 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 Oh, it looks like Dino. I'm sorry, what were you saying? I was distracted. Yeah, you don't want to forget where you place that stuff. It's kind of important to keep track of. Okay, I was trying to figure out why are you not even close? Ah, I see what I did here. I just went straight up with those and said That's where they go. Okay. So we assume that the oil is coming in correctly. Okay, so then we assume that red and yellow get twisted and sent up here and up here. And this is supposed to be yellow. Yep, so this is yellow. So this goes away, and then you go away, and 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 you go away. And then red is just outside of that. Okay. That works. Yeah, that's how I do most of my stuff too. Is it has a certain place and a certain sequence. I'm sure the first time he did that, yow, the studio was like, "No, you're not putting that in the song." This isn't scat. Okay, I have 3 more to go, but I have to add water to 2 of them, and I have a cat that is beating me to get her treat. So I'm gonna go do that. So I'll be back in a minute. I have no idea what just happened to my stream quality because it's nice and smooth here, but it's really crappy on Twitch. Trains are just skipping all over the place. All right, I'm relaxed. So I've got a water unloader here. And this is going to become the standard position for water unloading. When I get to sulfuric acid, I'm going to use 2 waters. This is painful. I am gonna have to figure this out. I didn't expect I'd have this problem, but I can see I'm gonna have a problem there with some pipes. Normally this water is away from there. So if I follow this pattern here, so I'm doing all this effort to get this down here when this is the easy part, and where I should be focused is once it's here, how am I going to integrate it into the build? And I'm not doing that, and I should be looking there instead of here. So looking at this one, I've got to get water to two of them. And so it's here and it's here. So I can't bring it there. And I can't turn it here. I can't bring it up here and turn it. So really, I have no way to do this. Because that's the only place I can do that, unless I fiddle with this, which I was jerking around with these, and I shouldn't have done that. These are just bringing water in from above, so they could have the layout I need. I see what I did here. I pushed this north one to get around that problem, which is, in my opinion, shit. I dislike it. I dislike it a lot. That guitar solo sucked. That little riff up and down the scale was terrible. So if I do just straight lines on this, just for testing purposes, see, I have no way to get around this corner. Because the only way that works is if I cut this hole here. But that's not long enough for me to get through. Because I need to be able to cut through there. And then I got the same problem here, because no matter what I do here, I get stuck underneath. That was a cool little falsetto. This balancer gives me the flexibility to do some stuff that I wouldn't normally be able to do, but it doesn't help in this case. Because what I need to do is to get this away from there, and I can't. It helps me here. So I see why I made that really horrible choice in the other case. Because I can't do anything here except put a pipe. On the other side of the coin, can I do this? So what if I switch these two? I switch A and C so that they, which is, input and water. I think that will work. I've got a challenge here. That's the problem child right there. I don't have 3 that I can do this with here. I could move this over one. That would give me that. Oh my God, that's horrible. What I need is more vertical space here. Ah, for this one pipe. So this is what I want to do. But that's a problem because of this pipe. Oh, that's interesting. I could do that. And it's identical to what I'm doing over here. Nice. Of course you do. It's a good song. I think that's a good idea, Dino. Why is there an extra rail here? Well, you can anchor TVs, kind of like you do a dresser, so that the kid climbing on it doesn't pull it on top of themselves. Not that anybody actually does that. They just provide the anchor straps. Nobody actually screws it to the wall. Because then how's the woman going to move it when she has to vacuum underneath it? Not like you can give her a screwdriver and say, yeah, well, well, no, you could anchor the stand to the dresser or the desk it's sitting on with a couple of screws. Just, run them straight down through the legs into the top of it. And then, I'm assuming that whatever it's on is already anchored to the wall because that's what the government tells us to do is to anchor all those things to the wall. And I'm certain that somebody watching a stream of my stuff would strictly adhere to whatever the government tells them to do. Snark. All right, so that would not have connected to data wires. I need to connect the data wires. So this is generic unloader for fluids. I need my data wires connected. And then I need to go get the data, the station info for water. A rock song with a fiddle. Yeah, let's keep that up. I'm going to end up replacing those things. That's funny. Heretics all. Heretics all. And if you wanted to get into politics right now, you could use the same joke with the president of the United States. No, you don't have issues. You just have fascism. That's not an issue if you're on top. As long as you're fine with the person, as long as you're the person controlling everything, then there's no problem with fascism. None at all. What's that? You protested? Oh, we'll freeze your bank account. What's that? You donated money to somebody who's protesting? Oh, we'll freeze your bank account too. All right, so let's get sulfur down here. We have a solid loader. First, let's copy sulfur stations. Because you know, if the queen was still alive and he tried that shit, she would have just smacked him down. She would have gone like Prince Edward on him. You mean the one that was on your money? Yes, the colonizers speaking in revered terms for the queen. All right, so we're doing a solid loader. Most of my British friends refer to the United States as the ungrateful colonialists, and I think that's hilarious. Ungrateful colonialists. So I need some fluid unloaders here. Actually, a lot of the Canadian citizens, and I mean a lot of them, are Canadian citizens because they were trying to avoid the United States wars. So they just crossed the border. You're good at avoiding wars? Oops. I think I did something wrong. I put that in the wrong place. You should not be there. What are you unloading? Petrol. I've got some alignment issues with this build. Hmm. Is that where that belongs? I don't think so. That can't be right. Hmm.